Good morning, happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Welcome to Building Blocks. My name is Anna Hill.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And today we're doing something super fun. We got a really cool font family link from one of our amazing viewers, Tatiana, and we have been playing with it. It's super fun. We're also going to be talking about mind mapping our shows and how we should go about to make it easier for us to map our shows, and have a conversation about call to action buttons and what color they should be. So that's what we're going on today. What we have going on today on Friday. And how is everybody doing? How are you, Fuljens?
I'm doing great.
I don't know if you guys saw on the waiting screen, Fuljens does not like last minute things. But then you tell me last minute things and you ask me for my opinion on the last minute things. So
no comment.
Right? And so I'm trying to you guys saw me doing the things on the waiting screen.
No comment.
That was Anyway, how's everyone doing? Let's say hello to some amazing viewers. We have Parker Jennings, we have Spacha. We have Tatiana's here.
Tatiana.
Hello. Good morning, Tatiana. Thank you so much for sending that. It's so much fun. We've been having so much fun with it.
What's up, Mr. Moderator?
Mr. Paul. Oh, we still have
Changing colors.
No, don't do it live, folks.
Well, this is a routine. It's a routine. This is a...
Whatever. Mm-hmm. You should be able to do things live if you have to do it, right? You have to do it.
If you have to do it,
yeah,
yes, that I agree with.
Yeah, so I had to.
Just for the heck of it.
No. I'm telling you guys, if I want to get folded, it's like he tells me things at the last minute. I have to make changes. But that was cool. It got you going this morning.
Sure. Hello, Yvette. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Hi, Yvette.
We have Greg Foster here. Hello, Greg Foster. Good to see you here as well.
We have Vincent. Vincent in the house.
Hello, Vincent.
Yes. Love to see all
Samantha
of you
is here. Good to see you.
Sam, you didn't send us the video. Please send it to us so that we can help you out with the scenes naming and see what's going on with that. Okay.
And then Fuljens and Anna, are you dressing up as the dynamic duo for Halloween?
I had an idea for Fuljens for Halloween, and you weren't going for it.
Which was that?
The Michael Jackson one.
But what will you be?
I would be somebody, it doesn't have to be. I will be somebody from the same era.
Tatiana, we are working on it. And Yvette is trying not to get in trouble with her boss.
Oh, Yvette, okay. Yeah, we don't want you to get in trouble either. So, first of all, everyone, if you run into anything that you think it would be fun for... Is that me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you guys. I'm getting used to this microphone. Sorry.
Oh, it's the zipper. The zipper is
Is that better?
That should be. Yeah.
Okay.
The zipper's on the way.
Okay. So if you find anything in your internet travels that you think will be fun for the Ecam fam to know, or us to know here at Building Blocks, that will be useful for designing, send it our way, because that's really fun, and sometimes we miss some things. And so, Tatiana, thank you so much for that. And you guys go ahead and do that if you send it to us. Our email is annaandfuljens@gmail.com.
Yes.
Go ahead and send it to us. So, Fuljens, take it away.
Good morning, Tony.
Hi, Tony. Oh, Tony's been doing some great. Have you seen Tony's posts? He's been doing some
Yeah, Tony's
great.
awesome. And Wayne is here too. Hello, Wayne. Good to see you
Wayne.
here. Catching us live. Awesome. All
Go
right.
for it.
Where are we going?
We're going to show the Google symbols.
Like, go for it, Fuljens.
Go for it,
okay,
Fuljens.
go where?
Then talk about downloading. We doing things on the last minute. We downloaded the fonts that we're going to show you right now. They're Google fonts. They're free. You can use them anywhere. We were reading the frequently asked questions, and apparently you could use Google fonts for commercial use as well. So there's no royalty on that.
Yeah.
So and they look pretty good.
Right. So let's share what Tatiana sent us. Thank you so much, Tatiana, for sending this over. So if you head over to fonts.google.com, it's a little cut off here. Let's lower this down a little bit. right? So right here, you have fonts and you have these icons here. And you have a variety of cool icons that are fully customizable. You had more time trying these out, so.
Yeah, you can download them as PNG. You can download it as SVG.
Yeah.
You can, but they're download individually.
Yeah.
So it's not an entire font. However, in the family itself of that specific icon, you get different styles. So you will get the light,
Right.
dark font, bold, like if it was a regular font.
Right. So for example, we just clicked on the home icon here, and then you have web, you have Android, you have iOS. So the different options for each one, right? So if we click on the web, we have CSS. So whoever, shout out to you guys who do CSS and all that good stuff. So all that stuff is there for you. However, if you want to keep it simple, you have SVG download and you have a PNG download, right? So you have these icons, and of course you could bring them into Ecamm or bring them to however you want, and they're free.
They are.
And they're totally free, right? So, you know, if you're on the fence about some type of subscription where you can get similar type of icons, you have them for free here in Google Fonts.
So, for example, if you wanted to use this, let's find a nice, like a fun one. So let's do the toggle on and off, right?
Oh, and then right. So speaking of that, right? Because you mentioned like something fun, right? You have categories at the top also if you want to filter some of these out. So for example, they had one where it was camera and audio, and you have like camera icons and microphone and stuff like that if you want to do a podcast. So if we select audio and video here, right? So you have the microphone, the play button, and all that good stuff. So that's pretty cool. I like how they categorized it.
So let's do something fun. Stream. I mean, like, let's find something more fun. What is that?
Spatial audio.
Spatial audio?
Off.
What is spatial audio?
Spatial audio is, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, if you have you don't do the AirPods, but you know, if you turn it, it's actually like the sound is surrounding you, right? So I don't know how to explain it,
So
but it's pretty cool.
So there's
It's
something that I could do, like
it's a cool iPhone feature.
spatial like Fuljens off.
No.
I'm gonna download it, and I do something like that. So let's download the PNG. So we're gonna download this one, and we're going to add it.
And you download as is. You could also customize it before you download it also.
So when you download, I'm gonna get.
And so we download it, and also it's interesting, right? So if you bring it into Ecamm, let's see what that looks like, because it's not grayish or this like grayish color. It's actually black.
Yeah, but let's see. So you see, you get this. So let's see if we go in it. Oh, okay. So I dropped it. So I actually didn't do it in the window. So let's see what happens. Because yesterday when I downloaded it, it went to. So let's see if it did. It's just a regular overlay.
It's not
so
a font. It's a PNG.
Yeah, but yesterday. Oh, wait. Yesterday when I downloaded it, it gave me all of the fills. Like it was different. It was like it gave me different options. So I wonder which way it went. But anyway, you guys, so then we don't spend too much time here. This is what you can do and with this ones.
Right. So
where we were having a lot of fun was.
Yeah, no, we'll get into that, but you notice how we download it and it just came out in the black color. So of course you have those options to customize it before you download it. So you could have a different color, I believe, right? Because what if you wanted white or something else?
So we're going to do the audio thing. So if we go like, and today we're going to be talking about spatial audio. Right?
Spatial audio off.
Spatial audio and what it does for you, on or off. Okay, anyway, so that's pretty cool. But I gotta find out what was it? Like how was it that I downloaded it yesterday that it gave me all those options? But the other cool thing was the emoji, which you're gonna cover that.
Yeah, we're gonna come back into Google Fonts, and then we're gonna go to Fonts, right? So we have, let's uncheck this, right? So you have you have the categories up here and all that good stuff. And then we have this option here, show color, only color fonts, right? So if we select this, you have a variety of color fonts that appear here. And we came across Noto color emoji. So if we click on that, and we're like, how cool would it be to bring in, custom emojis into your keyboard, right? This is so awesome. And lo and behold, we're able to download this, and we're able to download the family, and we're able to import it into our keyboard.
They have type tester there, so I wonder if that's gonna,
I don't know.
you know how we were trying to do. Anyway, go ahead.
Right, we import it into our keyboard now, and then so let's come back to our main here with the spatial audio icon, whatever, and then we're going to go into, let's go into demo mode and show you what's going on with this thing, because this was a great find, as Tony mentioned. This is awesome right here. So let's go into, actually, we're not in demo mode. Let's go into demo mode. Right, so we imported this at the last minute. We went at the last minute.
He did it, and then he's like, "Why is the rainbow
well,
wheel
I wasn't
here?"
I wasn't going to do it, but you were like, "Oh, we have like 3 minutes to go, so go ahead." I'm like, "Okay."
Fuljens doesn't dare do things
Right.
at the last minute.
No, I don't like it. So let's say if we go to our font family here and we look up Noto color emoji here, right? So if you type text, nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. But then Anna was like, let's go into the emoji keyboard and see if we can find it there. So we went in here, and let's say, we have to check out the mapping to see if we could find all these things, because you have like a jalapeno here and like the eyeball, right? But we saw.
What? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but if you guys download this and you see the rainbow thing, I feel it's doing it because it's populating all the emojis.
Mm-hmm.
It's not there, but if we pull it up again, that same emoji, the rainbow, the wheel won't come up if it is the same emoji.
Okay. But so far so good.
Yeah. For now, let's not freak out.
Yeah. So far so good. So for example, let's go back here. Right. We have all this stuff is probably in the way, right? We have this email. Right? So let's look for that and see if we can find that, right? So we search for email, and this is the standard one, right? But then if you look at font variation, let's zoom in there. Check it out. It's there. That is so awesome. So these emojis are in your keyboard now. Right.
Bye, Tatiana. Good luck.
Good luck, Tatiana. There was what was it? There was a goat there. It was like a really cute goat. Let's look for the goat. I think we should be good now.
Because you pulled up the goat before.
Okay, so we'll pull up something else, right? So if we zoom in, let's zoom in on the goat there, right? So you now have this.
What does the goat say? Meh.
Bah.
Bah.
Yeah.
Bah.
And it does work. So we brought it into the text overlay panel, and we want to add that.
Ay, I bet it did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And actually had it on the other scene. So let's pull it back up. Let's bring that back. Check that out. Good morning, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Look at that. You have new emojis.
And they look pretty sharp.
They look really good.
Yeah. So let's.
That looks really good.
Let's look for something that is for our use cases, because for the goat, it would be cute if somebody had a goat on their logo or something. But
yeah, let's look up, for example, let's look up camera.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You see, so because we didn't pull it before.
Got it.
Yeah. So I think that's what's gonna happen. So that's what it is. You guys don't freak out. It's bringing it in. So it doesn't actually download it to the system. It does it as we recall it. As we meet up.
Was there a camera there? I don't remember.
Yes, there was a camera. You can go back to it while it thinks.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, there is a camera there, but it's not.
It's not pulling it. But it's the same one. That's the same one. The same camera.
It looks very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There's a skull there. I mean, we want to find something for use case. You said, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if
The
there is.
handshake is the
The
handshake.
handshake looks pretty cool. Okay, here it is. So it's finally. I think it's done loading now. So let's zoom in on that. Let's see what that looks like.
It's not done.
It does look slightly different. So you have another variation of the camera. There's also a variation with the one with the flash. However, this beach ball is doing its thing here.
It's just getting it. It's just trying it. Listen. That's it.
So that one's not ready yet.
Yeah. So like, don't pull it anymore, because now it's me getting like, the system is already saying,
Getting
this
anxious.
is too much for me right now.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
But there you have it. You have a different font variation of the camera. Let's see what else we got here. You mentioned the handshake. So once it's done doing this thing, we'll check out the handshake. But this is really cool. So now you have other emoji options here. That look some of them look way different. Some of them look similar. Like these look.
This is very sharp compared to the regular emoji camera.
Let's do this. Let's pull up the text overlays and do a side-by-side comparison. So no worries. Don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy.
It's Friday.
It's
Okay.
Friday.
I mean, like, what can happen if like we will come back again?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna stop the stream. It's just gonna keep doing this stupid thing. But we're gonna bring in the two cameras and do a side-by-side comparison. If the beach ball will let us do its thing.
How about
Come
just
on.
double click? Sometimes, let me see something. Yeah, sometimes you just have to like tell it. Let me see what
Just double click it. It'll just overwrite the text.
I did. There it is.
That's the old one.
The old one. And then there's a new.
It's loading. Please stand by.
This is exciting though. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen. So stay tuned. Look at all the
Okay.
cameras.
Oh, you got three of
I
them.
got three
Delete.
cameras. Okay.
Oh, it's bigger.
And it's bigger. Okay, bigger.
We've been wanting to bring in like new emojis for a while, so this is an awesome workaround. All right. Of course, it's gonna do it here too after we've loaded it. All right.
Just go to the corner and increase it.
Yeah, trying.
There it is.
Sheesh. Maybe not now, but if this happens to anyone on your end, probably restart the computer, let it do its thing, and come back in. Maybe it'll stop doing what it's doing.
Or just click on all the ones that you're going to use before, so it can be uploaded. But yeah, look at the sharpness of it actually.
Yeah.
It's sharper, and I like this one because it has the creepy shoulder. It looks like an eye, but
It looks updated.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because normally when we start to zoom in on the standard emojis, they start to get pixelated. But you saw that, right? We scaled the goat, over the entire screen.
Well, you can see it right now. You can see
Yeah,
the
it's starting to
difference between
scale.
the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's starting to
Pixelate.
Hello, Todd. Great interview this week.
Hi.
All right, it's just doing this thing. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
can
but that's enough though. Like, right?
Yeah.
We can see
Yeah.
the difference.
It ain't me. It's just doing this
No,
thing.
it was you. It's just still a listening,
Processing.
like acting
That
on
is-
comments.
That is awesome.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is awesome. That looks amazing.
Let me see how big you made it. But
Okay,
yeah,
it stopped.
look at how the
That looks
difference.
dope.
It is great.
Yeah,
It is great. So
that looks freaking dope.
if we use the handshake, but now the handshake, like, let's not, like, we know already how good they look.
Yeah.
And how we can make it. We could, for example, if the camera was.
Screenshot. That's perfect lineup right there. I don't want to say which camera is which, but let's not name the brands here, Christian. But
Well, the best is on my side, so like it's just great.
that looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, like to use on different things. I can see, how
Halloween costume.
Yeah, but this is pretty cool. This
Yeah.
is pretty
So if we go back to, let me see. No, before we do that, let me just see if we can if there's a way we can just pull up the mapping so we can see everything at once.
There are over 400. It says there.
Is it, or is it?
That's probably why it's so. Wait, let's go on screen share so they can see.
I just wanted to see if we could pull up a mapping for it, but I can't find it right now. But this is awesome. And, you know, like I wish you could just like continue scrolling so we could see everything.
You know, right now, the category that's selected on the Nado font is specimen. Can you go to type tester and see? And then, okay, so that's the 48 points. So it's a 400 size. So then what if you click on glyphs?
Glyphs?
There
okay,
it is.
Here's the mapping
yeah.
here. Awesome. Okay.
A variation of.
Yeah. You could definitely tell the difference for some of them. And then you said there was a handshake there. I don't even remember if we have these.
Look at that. Talk to the hand. Look at talk to the hand.
Right, talk to the hand.
That would be cool. Adding sound effects to talk to the hand.
Okay,
okay,
it's categorized.
It's categorized. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. That is pretty cool.
Yes, look at this situation right now. That's lovely because for us, I wonder if there is a similar thing to the
Where's the lady blowing the wind out her mouth? There you go.
You do use that a
lot. Food and drink.
How would you guys use this? How would you guys use it? Are you guys scrolling with us here right now?
But you know what?
Objects. Let's see.
We would use normally, like, you know, we've used in the past in building blocks, for example, the iPhone, the Apple Watch.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
But when you try to scale it, it gets pixelated.
Oh, you want to see what it is? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's try the let's stay here because we don't have to worry about the beach ball, right? And we go back to here. Whoa.
Dios mío, I didn't do that. I touched nothing. It's your track. It's the track.
We have not so much updated, but we have an iPhone that can be scaled a lot better.
And also, you have used to before the laptop and put us in it.
Yes.
So let's see how that is.
We have this. Okay. So, they're not able to do like the iMac and the MacBook, so this looks slightly different, right?
It's
of course.
cool,
and where's the watch? I don't think the Apple Watch will be here as well.
What?
The Apple Watch?
They're updating everything, so maybe it would be there.
I don't see it. It got replaced by a beeper or something.
1998. I wonder what that means for them.
Right.
So you know what? Try the laptop and see if we can do bring our camera overlay on top of it and just do something like that.
And the phone. The phone will be cool too. All right, so let's go back here.
Look at the CD. Let's see what happened, everyone. Let's see how the beach ball is going to.
Let's go back to demo. And the beach ball is already saying hello. Interesting. Because I know, Anna, if we reset this iMac and it does the same thing, this font family is getting deleted.
Exactly. Here or there, he downloaded some things, and then I was like, my iMac didn't turn on as beautiful as it usually does, right? And I'm like, Fuljens, what do you download? Like, do you download something new? And he's like, well, I'm like, so it got deleted right away where he downloaded. But okay, laptop, here we go.
Right, so that's a standard MacBook, and then you have this one here. Please stand by. Yes, Christian, that goat is chilling. That goat was really cool.
Yeah, hello, Victor.
What's up, Victor?
Hello, Victor.
All right, here it is. That wasn't too bad.
Let's go for it. Let's see. We're gonna create a waiting screen, or it could even be.
This beach ball is doing its thing here. Go ahead.
It could even be. Okay, so scale it little by little so it doesn't go like.
Yeah,
flop.
I did 3 scrolls.
Okay.
All right, it's still scrolling.
So it will be interesting to see. I don't know. Are you guys doing it with us right now? If you are doing it, are you experiencing the same thing?
Right, like
Yeah.
if you are, how is it on your end? Because I wonder if you were to download this directly on the M1, right? Would it do the same thing?
I guess I could try this right now. Why do this? I'm sorry, you guys. My hair is intervening with a microphone.
All right, so that looks pretty good.
It's like, oh, I kind of love stuff.
So what we'll do is we'll do Command C, and then we'll come back. All right, so we have this scene here. We'll just hide these for now, right? And then we'll bring the laptop here, did Command V. All right. Yeah, this is it's very, very trippy with this thing.
I'm proud of you though for trying it at last minute.
Bring the font. I mean,
No, downloading the font.
we downloaded it at the last minute, but you came up with the idea to actually check the emoji keyboard to see if they were there, right? Because they were not. We were trying to type stuff, and which makes sense that they were added to the emoji keyboard as opposed to the fonts. All right, so let's do that, and then we could take this background here. I'm gonna just switch this up real quick. Bring this to full. All right, and let's bring our camera back on. I'm clicking all the wrong things here. Like so.
All the wrong things.
All the wrong things.
On Element.
That works. And you could scale it as larger, but it's going to take a while because the beach ball is doing this thing, is acting funny. But that's pretty cool. I like the MacBook look.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
But at least you have this variation here, and you could scale it as much as you want, and you're not going to lose any type of pixels. So that's pretty cool.
And this goes in alignment with the new designs that we have been seeing, where there's more like icons instead of like the actual real. You know what I mean? Like in the real life looking is more like icon like that, because we have seen that design a lot this year.
Yeah.
Designs like this. So this goes in alignment with that.
Yeah.
If you guys are into.
So instead of the iPhone, you want to download the Noto phone, the Noto.
Wait, let me get out of here so that they can see it. And we just did it right in the middle. You could go and put it in the side. Yeah.
It can be larger too.
Yeah. So we cannot rotate yet inside of Ecamm. That's something that the developers are still working on. But you can just move it to the side, the left or the right, and then have text on the side and do things like that. So it could be a fun waiting screen, or even a fun if you're doing a presentation, giving a presentation or something like that, you could actually have it next to you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Greg, yeah, we're stuck. This is the beach ball. So that's why we're stuck in there. All right. So there is a font variation for the Apple Watch. The beach ball is doing its thing, and it's not Apple Watch at all. So it's just a completely different watch. I don't know if this watch was already there or if this is something that this one here. Oh no, it is. It's Noto color emoji.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Let's bring
that's
that
like
in.
handsome thing. But yeah,
It's handsome.
It's handsome. It's brown. It's like
This one here.
Gregorius, we over here got stuck in
Yeah.
the time travel. But this is cool because if you were out and you needed to create something very quickly and you didn't want to go and you have it inside of eCam and you can go ahead and do something real quick and put something fun together.
Yeah, or just above all else, you have a workaround where you have other emoji variations. Because now I'm wondering what other emoji variations are there that we can bring in, and whether or not it's from Google Fonts, right? Because we checked the font, but the font is straight up fonts, right? So the emojis are actually mapped to your keyboard, the QWERTY, right? They're not actually in the emoji keyboard itself. So that's pretty cool. So you have another watch option there. There's so much, but some of them, if we go back here, some of them they just look kind of similar. You're not gonna be the goat is still there. Oh shoot! Just
look at what Rich said.
Exactly. Some of them you're not gonna really tell the difference, but
you just have to look.
Yeah, you just have to look. But the goat for sure, the camera, and then again, what's gonna really stand out is when you scale it. Right, because the scaling you definitely see a difference there.
So we have been talking about fonts, and we have the Halloween is coming. I don't know, in your shows, if you do something fun where you could use spooky font or something like that, we found a couple yesterday as we were looking through the font, and Fuljens liked a couple of them that we want to share with you, and we want to continue building that waiting screen that we were just doing. And another thing that we're actually going to talk about as well is what color works best for your call to action, whether it is on your website, whether it is on your strings themselves, what the color that you use for your call to action, what color should it be, right? So there are some theories out there that we want to talk to you about. But first, let's go through this fonts.
Right. So we just mentioned thefont.com. So the font currently has some new font here. What we found pretty cool was this font family called Scary Movie Gallery. And the font is pretty cool, very user friendly, because once you click here, you get the font family, the mapping right down here. So as you can see, there's a lot of movies that are very popular, very well known, and they all map to a specific key, right? So Amityville Horror is you type A, and that will actually pop up on your keyboard, right? Blair Witch Project is B, and you can actually change the color of these two once you bring them in, right? So I think when you type name, let's say you type them into the eCam text overlay panel, they're either going to be this color or they're going to be white, but you could change the color.
Made the ring. The ring, I heard that there was a new ring, but it wasn't as good as the other one. But let's just quickly download and show them how they would go about it.
Right, so these are free, and you just click download. Right, so it's going to download a zip file. And we can get out of demo mode if you want. No, we're not demo. Okay. All right, so now what we're doing is we are looking for the folder, the zip file. And I have to do this carefully, you guys, because Anna wants it to go in the folder and all this good stuff, and making sure it's all good to go. All right. Just so you guys know, you have OTF file and you have a TTF file. Where it's very simple. You just do drag and drop into your font book.
Let me go into live demo mode. Here we go.
So we're gonna open up our font book here, and we have this BuildingBlocks AG category, a collection. So we're gonna take the TTF one, Scary Movie Gallery TTF, and drag that into the BuildingBlocks collection.
Hey, Dios mío, it was highlighted, so it just took the thing. So do undo. Because it was that. So you copied it to here because it was already. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. So okay. I'm just gonna do it like
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So then now I did undo on here, so I just took it back.
Yeah. So we just go back here. Right. So take the TTF and actually not in the just drag it in here.
It's still there. You're gonna do it again. So no.
It's going into the actual collection itself. right? So we drag it here so you see it loading, and then all this fun stuff will appear. So now if we exit out of here, let's exit out of here and let's come back to, let's go back to the countdown, right? We can stay here because we have some space here. There's like our little canvas here, and we go Command N. So
I think we should move. I know, but we should move it now before we start building.
So now we go into our text overlay panel and let's look for, it's called Scary Movie Gallery, right? So we added it to the Building Blocks AF collection. So we're going to look for Scary Movie Gallery right here, right? So that's TEXT, right? So that's what's coming up here, right? So if we go, let's do QWERTY, right? QUERTY, for example. Restore default style. Restore default style, and let's go back to Scary Movie Gallery, right? So this is what's associated with the QERTY, right? And if we bring this into our program, actually, before we bring it into the program, I actually want to keep it here because we said that we could change the color, right? So they're all coming as white. You could change this to any color you want, right? So that is so awesome.
The ring is green. No, the ring is actually, what color is
the
ring,
guys? The ring is either, I think the ring is white. Yeah, it's just white or black. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to bring in the ring?
Sorry. Hopefully you guys are not spooked out by movie. I thought you said you were gonna bring it white, but whatever.
Okay. We could just go back in here. That's what I like about these font families, where you can like actually change the color and assign them to the keyboard and things of that nature.
And we could actually add a circle behind this thing if we wanted to build it up. We could add a circle behind it.
Yeah.
But there's that thing, and say we wanted to do over here. We're talking about this. So what would the call to action of this be?
I don't know how to.
So it's a waiting screen. It's
yeah.
the waiting screen. The ring. Have click here to get a free.
Well, while you think of that, there was another thing I wanted to share also too, right? So now that you have these fonts here, you can do. You know how we have this here, right? So we have like we're using those emojis as a countdown. So you can do something similar to that. Maybe that will help you with the idea that you're thinking about, right? So whatever is assigned to the 1 through 0, your number keys, you're going to have them do a countdown there, right? So you got Candyman, you got Fright Night, Twilight Saga. There's a few there, right? So it's like continuously rotating, which is pretty cool. What we like to do is bring this up to like
Chucky.
Let's see. Actually,
The Shining, Chucky, American Psycho. But The Shining.
Keep it to a countdown where you're gonna have some time. So what's that? 10 minutes.
Yeah, but you could also manually just go to the next scene.
Right. No, but if let's say you want to stay on this scene for quite some time, give it some time, right? So like let's say an hour or so, or maybe you don't need an hour, maybe you need 30 minutes, right? So do a 30-minute countdown. Right. So you have all this good stuff, and you just want to keep this part right here. So maybe that was a little too much. Actually, it's because it's the font, because you have like all this text here. So it's gonna be pretty long. Let's remove this. We just want 30 minutes. 30 minutes. There you go. I think that'll work. That should work. Right. And then you can mask. You can basically mask the rest of them and just keep that part that's rotating. Right. So you can do cool stuff like that.
So mask it.
You want to mask it?
Yeah. Let's finish it.
So we're masking it. This is just going to be a mask. You just do type whatever, rectangle. Of course, it's coming up as, let's restore default style. Yeah, rectangle here. Remove the corners. And we're going to match the color. boom. Notice how it's still there. You see that, right? And it's on 0.
Now
Sometimes
it's
it
on
does that.
0.
You just like, just scale it back and then it'll go away. But let's go and change the color here. Right? You just want this part here. Right? So you can mask it. Ah, that's okay. So this might not be might be the best example because some of these
Get longer.
yeah, it gets longer. So it might not work for this.
We'll just have to find the right graphic from here that would work with that if you wanted to. Now that we're gonna do it now.
Right. But unfortunately with the countdown, you're only working with the numbers 1 through 9 and the 0. Right. So that's why it's gonna rotate. So yeah.
Okay.
It was worth the try though.
Yeah.
It was worth the try. Yeah, it's not gonna. It's just gonna keep.
But even like this, like remove this. Even like this, say if it was something that
yeah, you could
wanted to talk about horror movies and reviewing your top favorite scary movies, have a stream about that for Halloween or something. If that's something that you do or want to do, and just leave it like that. That will look good.
You could work it into a design. You could still work into a design, yeah.
And this can happen for, like Fuljens said, with any other, with the fonts that you did, and make it work like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, any of them. So that was one of them, and then another one we found.
But we should talk about the call to action because we only have 15 minutes left. But yeah, go
just wanted to share another one here because last year we did some type of Halloween scene for ENN.
Yeah.
Right. So they have these things like the creepy crawlies here, and you have another variety of like different insects and things of that nature. Right. So this is helpful because you now have more variety than working with, for example, the spider emoji and the emoji keyboard.
Yeah.
You have all these different things to work with, and there's so much other things here. There's camera fonts, and just use the search bar and look for what you want. If you don't want any Halloween themed things, if you want to look for, let's say we were looking for cameras, right? So if you search for camera, look what appears, right? So you have all these different font families and stuff like that for different camera icons. So this is pretty cool. And this is an even better use case, right? For people who are doing like podcasts and stuff like that. If you want to, incorporate these type of icons and symbols into your show.
See all the crazy commercial, ads that we're getting served.
Yeah.
So
gas, you're getting hit with gas right there.
Yeah. So everyone, we were reading something about call to action buttons, and one of this is what they said. So we're gonna actually pull it up. Yeah, we're gonna actually pull it up and see. What they were saying is that how about optimizing call to action buttons is right here. So let me check it right here. Hold on. A second. Oh, I don't have Slack open. Hold on, you guys. We had a lot of fun. Playing around with the emojis, and we didn't have the thing up. Actually, Paul, can you pull up that link for us on the comments, please, so that we can pull it up here? But something that we found, and I'm interested to know what you guys think about that, because that might be something that we need to keep in mind if
I think we got
it's
it, Paul.
true,
We got
right?
it, Paul.
Oh, Paul,
Thank you.
we got it.
Oh,
Paul.
thank you. Paul got it.
Okay.
Too.
So we were reading something about this, and then it is said this. So let's pull it up on this is actually from Medium, you guys. They're stating that brand color buttons can lead to inaccessible text labels, button state conflicts, and a lower click-through rate. What do you think about this statement? So I'm gonna ask you, Fuljens, what do you think about that?
Brand colored buttons can lead to inaccessible text labels, button state conflicts, and a lower click-through rate, as opposed to what?
as opposed to, so for example, our colors, our call to action color, our brand colors are red and yellow.
Okay,
So
I see
if
what you
we
mean.
did a call to action button that was red or that was yellow, they state that might lower the click-through rate or the, the action.
And accessibility.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense because it's not as visible, right? I know although you can't really click on them, for us, like the call to action, we usually have like a call to action overlay, right? Let's say we're sharing our social media information. Once you're done with that, I want to share that with.
Okay, because I was
I just
trying
want to
to
go to like our ENN, for example, real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we go here, we usually have an ENN demonstration ready for you guys here for Building Blocks. Let's go to, I think it's this one here. Right. So right underneath our ENN Live, we usually have our handles here. It's usually in white, and it's easy to read, and it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. Right. It stands out better.
And something that they're also saying was the color conversions of what people see, right, in terms of accessibility. So then we're talking about this over here. I'm going to cover the whole thing, right? So we're talking about that this is how people see blue. So blue kind of stays in its own color. You still see a shade of blue, but then green changes. And then red changes. That's crazy how red will change like that. And then you see orange, and then you see pink. So pink actually just goes to, what is that? Gray. Purple also stay like that. So it's like what they're saying is that we should choose blue for call to actions. But then I'm like, okay, that is very limited. They were saying call to action is supposed to make people take that action. Use buttons on your brand colors and anything else on your website, but the call to action. That is what I got out of that blog. What do you guys think about it? I just want to know this as we are developing like websites. And another thing that I to this person's point, my colors, my photography colors are red. My brand colors, red, pink, white. And I was having the call to action color red. And then immediately for me, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have it red because red means stop, right? I want them to click. And so I changed it to black. And, like I've had some great click-through rate, but I wonder if I could do an A/B and make it blue and see what happens, right?
Yeah. Now I'm just reading here. So, for example, this makes sense because we're using orange branding for eCam. It says if a brand's primary color is orange, making call to action buttons orange would render the label inaccessible. For example, applying Home Depot's orange to a button would give it a color contrast ratio of 3.0. If the ratio for optimal accessibility is 4.5, the button color will cause issues for visually impaired users.
Yeah, and but Home Depot is Home Depot call to action orange though?
I think so.
Right?
I've always seen the cart and I don't have issues finding my cart.
Right. I mean, and just as Curtis,
I'm about to go check right now.
And just as Curtis is mentioning, Curtis is saying, and I definitely agree with that there is a science behind the colors, and there is a science behind the colors.
Why did they have us at 3.0 fail?
I mean, it's just.
I'm on Home Depot right now. All the buttons are orange. Like I think I saw a sign in and then shop now.
Yeah, shop now is a call to action. It's orange, but look at this. It's very strategically done to think about this, right? You went on your phone. If we can go on their website, if it's the same, so strategically placed, right? So they have white, and then they have orange, and then the button, the text on the button is kind of bold, right? Bold white. Let's see.
Okay, right. So the moment you come here, you have the pop up here, right? Sign in. It disappeared, right? And you have shop now here. So
We're over here promoting Home Depot.
Is it because it's on a white background?
That's what I'm saying. So it's strategically placed, and then on the other one, on the phone, they had a blue background, and then they had the orange on top of it. So they have some blue in it, no, grayish.
No, it's because of this, right? So it switches over here, right? Mm-hmm.
Right, but it's gray. It's kind of bluish, or whatever the color is.
Right. So it's either white or the bluish gray. And then now, and then they swapped it around. So now you have learned more in white because they aren't the background. Well, I mean, which makes sense.
Right. So it's inverted. So before it was, and that's very clear on what you're going to do.
Yeah. Let's get out of Home Depot for get in trouble.
We're analyzing Home Depot. But I mean, that was very interesting to me. I was like, okay, so this is, the color science is very, it's a thing. It's a real thing. And so as we develop or we design our overlays for our videos or for our live streams, then we keep that in mind and see, okay, what are our users experiencing? What is their experience? Are we making it easy for them to be able to convert, their eyes and their brains and go through in the message that is actually getting by the colors that we're using, right? So Curtis says, you can do a Google search for the psychology of colors. Yeah, Curtis, we actually covered this a while. Was it last year or was it this year? I don't remember. We talked about the psychology of colors.
I think it was earlier this year.
Interesting things. But yeah, I just found this article. That's another one. I have the oh my gosh, the graphic here. What was it? Is it this one or is it this one? Oh no, that's the mind graph. We can bring it up.
Just do screen share.
Yeah. So it just stays blue. So I guess no matter what, blue will be blue. We'll still have a shade of blue. And blue supposedly is calming and
inviting, welcoming,
yeah. This
and trauma informed. Yeah.
Trauma informed.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Trauma informed. That you are, versed in, in dealing with people in trauma. So like you're not going to, you're educated in what
so like trauma
what
friendly
does and does not trigger trauma, right?
The blue.
So for example, fiery like red. Red is a trauma trigger. Red is an immediate trauma trigger, right? So let's say if let's say, now I'm gonna put on my my community service hat here, right? There's a science behind painting walls, like at a community center, right? So if you walk into a community center that's providing mental health services, for example, you're not gonna paint the walls red or like a fiery orange because those are trauma triggers, right? So you want something more inviting, like yellows, blues, greens, like those are, like as you were just saying earlier, calming, right? So that's an example of being trauma informed.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So let's think about our colors. And there are some colors, and I know you have experienced that. We have experienced that when we are watching a stream or we're watching a show on TV, a movie or whatever. The colors, when they come through, they're meaning different things. They want us to feel different emotions. They want us to feel different things. They want us to feel trauma sometimes. They all come in, and depending on what it is that the message is depicting, they use a color for that. And so when we have our live streams, and we sometimes, to us, we're like, oh yes, that red and yellow together looks really cool to us.
Right.
But to you guys, to the viewers, it might not. So we have to be thinking about that.
For somebody else, it might be a trauma trigger.
Yeah, or it could just be not readable. So it's not accessible.
Right.
They cannot really discern what is happening, or So yeah. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you. Oh, hello, Michelle. Talking about branding here, and she just shows up. She's like, "It's me. Hello." Yeah, we're talking about the psychology of color and what call to action. Michelle, what color, in your opinion, since you do branding, this is your thing, should in general work best for people to actually click that button and for the button to be visible and all of that great stuff? Because we just went over an article that's saying that don't use your brand colors on call to action buttons.
Right. So speaking of the trauma trigger, right? So Michelle just
it's
said
11.
that's why most hospitals use blue as one of their brand colors. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Blue is safe. Blue is safe.
So
and
that's
also
the same.
it also like kind of emits safety as well. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, blue calming, white is just plain. So then, and the movies, right, when they have people in the mental hospitals and things like that, it's just white.
Neutral. Yes.
So that's the trauma-informed thing. So it's like, I'm not even going to do blue.
Right. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just
white.
doing white because like there's no color. It's just straight up white. Yep.
It's sort of like, not like paint your own, like build your own story.
Yeah.
Because it's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
that,
pretty good.
and I'm talking from experience here because like I was doing interior decorating. I'm like I want this color here, I want this color here, and then here come the mental health expert. Actually, this orange is a trauma trigger, so I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. So I'm gonna have to repaint. I'm gonna have to repaint.
I want to think about what color will trigger me personally. What color do you have a color that triggers you?
I don't think so. I don't know. Because that's something that now you have to think about and see.
But you design a lot.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know. And it could trigger you in different ways too. It doesn't necessarily have to trigger some type of like bring back a traumatizing memory or something that could make you angry. It could get you fired up or you're not calm, right? So if I'm going into receiving a counseling session, I'm going to a hospital and the wall is a specific color, I'm not gonna be calm. Probably gonna be a little agitated, and it's the color triggering you. But you don't really know that, right? You have to like really do some self work to figure out. Oh my gosh, pink bothers the crap out of me because I'm saying pink because I'm looking at Anna's mirror here, right?
Leave my mirror alone, bro. I was gonna be like, if you have a problem with pink, I'm sorry.
So I don't know. I really don't know what color would do that.
I'd
like to wear like, for example, black for me is a neutral color, right? So maybe that is some type of trigger. Like when I'm just I don't want to do any type of guesswork for the day. I'm gonna just wear black. I'm gonna Adrian it. I'm gonna Adrian it for the day. I'm just gonna throw on my black. I'm good to go. I'll go out, wear a black hoodie, black pants, black everything, and I'm just.
But I do think the black is common and someone when you don't want to, you just put black on and be like, black is safe,
right?
In a way, right? Black is safe. You just go in and. If you get dirty, if whatever you're gonna do, it's just black, and But.
Right. So DJ right on beat. Hold on, gotta give you the record scratch. Purple puts him in the mood.
Okay.
And then perfect example. Yeah, bulls are triggered by red. Right. You can't wear red around a bull.
I wonder why. I know that the flag is red, but I wonder why they don't like red.
Great question. Two contrasting colors. You can't beat black and white. And we'll look at that. We're wearing black and white. We didn't even think about that, right? Yellow for kitchen. It makes you hungry. There's a color science.
Okay.
There's a color science there.
Wow. Yeah. Well, so if we get a yellow plate, my son, like, he barely eats. So if we get
give him a yellow plate.
Look at my yellow plate. Yellow plate, yellow cup, yellow everything, bro.
Maybe that's why we talk about food and building blocks so much, because like we have the yellow. Even more so when we had more yellow on here, because now we have like a little hint of yellow, right? But and maybe we have to go back to which shows where the entire overlay was predominantly yellow with hints of red to see if we talk about food on those episodes more so than this color here, right?
That is too much. Too much. Research shows red and yellow.
It's popular for like McDonald's, Burger King. Yes.
Denny's is Denny's is Subway. Subway is
Subway,
and
I think Subway
green.
has green in it and stuff like
Yellow
that.
and green.
But there are quite a few. Yeah. That's very interesting. Do we mention black's not a color, it's a shade that augments colors. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Black is not a color. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
is white a color?
No, because white is white is a combination of everything.
White is white. So you use white to lighten a color, and black to darken it.
Listen, I didn't go that deep. And
with that, everyone.
Paul has yellows are generally cheerful and warm, but have also been found to induce feelings of frustration and anger. Yellow is the most eye-catching of colors, so it's often used to draw attention.
Yeah, we chose yellow and red because we like that color.
We like that color, and then there was a story behind it, right? Because we got geeky about it too, right? Because not only were we were creating our first thumbnail, we had the red and yellow on, so I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, this looks cool, and we wanted to incorporate emojis, right? Emojis are yellow, and then what put the icing on the cake for us was that red and yellow makes orange the color ECAM.
Yeah,
So that was it.
That's the science behind the color.
There was the science behind the building blocks colors.
Yeah. So we should have like no, because I'm like blue because you will be calming. But your favorite color is black also.
I like black,
So
and I
we
like
have all of
gold.
them. Yeah, we have all of them.
Many cheers from Vancouver.
Hello, Jared.
What's up, Gerard? Good to see you here. Watching over my morning coffee. My cup is red.
Oh.
It's like your cup is red.
Yeah,
there.
my cup is red right here. And we have a red cup. I have actually, hold this, Fuljens, Henry, please. We have this.
Yeah. It's just missing some emojis.
We're working on some building blocks merge, actually, you guys. So okay, I think we're done, and we wanted to show you. Cool. We're gonna do it next week. But we're gonna show you. This is a preview. A preview of, we were talking about this. This is like for shows, right? For your shows, for our shows when we're designing it, so that we can keep it all organized and it's easy for us to look at and develop. So we were going to develop them right after, during the show with you all, but we're doing this next week. So
there needs to be one alone just for interview mode.
For sure, yeah. I mean, it's just like for everything, for every idea,
right.
For the ideas that you have, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this, all of you, with this, which is it's great to. I love researching. I love to read, and there's this one that I was reading today, and it was talking about how when we have ideas, then obviously we get all of those ideas out and we write it down. But afterwards, we concentrate on each specific part of that idea and just concentrate on that specific aspect of it. And then after that, do the same thing for everything that's there, everything that the idea composes. So for example, I want to build a minimalistic overlay for my show, or profile for my show or for my video. And what does that mean? What does minimalistic mean? And then you shoot all of the ideas based on that concept and then take it in one at a time and then mix it all together. And that is the mind map, how it can help us do all of that. So we are going to talk about that next week, which is so interesting.
Absolutely. Spatya, I'm painting my podcast area gray with black with RGB lighting. Cannot wait to see that.
Oh, Spatya, that looks great. Yeah. That's already like that's in the mind.
Neutral color gray.
Yeah, and the RGB is like,
Gray
hello, Gabe.
What's up, Gabe? Gray is also gray is also calming also too. Like it's like, if I don't know if there's another word for it, calming, but it's just like just brings your energy.
It's neutral.
It's yeah.
It's neutral.
Right.
And black is scary because let me tell you guys, when we went through the haunted house and that's black and you don't know, so black is suspenseful too. So you're in suspense right now wearing black. Like, I don't know. like it's suspenseful. But everyone, okay, so this has been great. This is great information. Everyone, so Fuljens had a birthday on Wednesday, and he had you had a great time?
Yes, and the celebration continues. I have family coming from the city today, and we're gonna go out tonight, and then we're also going to go out tomorrow. We have some stuff lined up. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna go back to the haunted house tomorrow night, because we're normally media, and it's kind of like the experience is cool, but we have lighting there, so we could actually see our path a little bit, right? But now we're gonna actually be people attending and experiencing it, because like I always wanted to just experience it as a non-media, as a patron, right? So we're gonna go get the full experience, pitch black, and we're gonna have a crew with us, so that's gonna be cool.
And then Fuljens, it says he doesn't scream, he jumps.
Yeah, I get jumpy because me, I've been through some really crazy haunted house. I've been on one in Suffolk County, and it was a farm also. I think that was my first haunted house experience. And then if I say your name, they now pick up and they start saying your name, and like they're following you, and like they mess with your mind.
Oh, that is creepy.
And they had the chainsaw guy and everything too, so that was kind of creepy, right? And then the drive there, because it's dark and like it just starts messing with your head, right? And then in Manhattan, because this is freaking Manhattan, right? So they have like the big budget. It's called Nightmare. So there was one I went to. It was called Vampire Nightmare. This was a production. So that's where I'm like, I just get in this mindset because I know I'm going to get scared. I know something is coming. I'm looking ahead and I see a dummy there. I know like the dummy could be a real person, right? The person could come and jump out at me. Like I'm just expecting something to happen.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, I don't want to get scared. So like I'm just mentally preparing for what's going to happen. That's what it is.
Yeah, I go with the intention of screaming.
You want to scream. I'm like, nah.
I want to scream. I want to get scared. I want to jump. I want to feel everything that they are throwing out. The one thing that happened to me first, and one that I went to, was I didn't know that I was so well, it's not that I'm so sensitive because it hasn't happened again, but the first time I went, there were a lot of flashing lights, and what was scary to me was I fell asleep nicely, but then I will be walking up by flashes of light. So that was super scary for me because I've never experienced that. And then so the next time I went, I was like closing my eyes a lot to minimize that stimuli. And it hasn't happened again, but I was scared. Every time I go, that's the scary part for me afterward, because I don't want to experience that again. That was pretty freaky.
Something else I'll do besides like expecting it, if something does jump out at me, I'll laugh. Like I kind of like do a hysterical laugh. Instead of screaming. So I think that's another thing that I do.
Thank you, Paul. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh. And then because he just goes, I'm recording, right? I'm recording, and he goes, oh my gosh, there was somebody behind you. And I'm like, shh. And I'm just like going. So this time I will. Thank you, Paul, for that. I will. But now you're gonna be because there's gonna be more people with us. So you're probably gonna be more.
We don't know, because when we went as the media, and we skipped all the lines. We were like the first ones there, so the crew was just getting warmed up and everything. So now we're gonna go where they're gonna be well-oiled machines, ready to scare the heck out of people.
And this is the weekend before the end. This is the weekend.
So they have it down pat by now, right? They know how to scare you off. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
so that's gonna be great. So that's what we have going on this weekend. I hope your weekend is great as well. And we will be seeing you on Monday. For those of you who do not know, we have we're also the hosts of ECAM Network News and Entertainment, where we update the entire community on what is happening and what is happening in the world of ECAM live streaming. And we also have some great facts, do you knows. So we will be back on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are getting ready to bring some amazing guests for you that is going to prepare you for Vlogmas.
Yes.
That's it. And then we'll be back next Friday as well. I'll tell you. So yes, fun chat to everybody. Thank you so much. Think more about the science of colors and what colors you're using for your live streams, and if those colors are sending the message that you want to be sending, right, so that's your homework for this weekend.
Yeah, no, and also let us know about these emojis that we found. So how is it working on your computer? I'm interested to know. And we're also gonna try it on other devices as well to see if we get that beach ball situation, because those things are really cool. That is really dope. We actually have alternate emojis, and they're actually higher resolutions than the ones that are native. So that's really dope, and they look good too.
They do.
Right? Yeah. So let us know, please.
Yeah, they do. Christian, we will get scared for you. We'll scared for you. I'm there to scream. Like the reviews I get on my videos is like, oh my gosh, I love to, because I just get into it. I scream. I just go there.
A lot of
to
screaming going on.
Yeah, I just go there to scream, everybody. If you want to check it out, you can go to our channel.
Officially unofficial TV.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I'm just like, why?
You would think that it's actually part of the production.
That's true. Oh my gosh. I have a witch in love.
There was one where towards the end, the screen goes black and you hear Anna screaming like she got taken by one of the zombies or something. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So fun.
If I didn't know any better, I thought that was just like, that was all part of it.
So thank you, everyone. Spatcha, you too have a great weekend.
Thank you, Spatcha.
Yeah, and you're gonna have a great fun.
Yes.
And you are so welcome, Spatcha. All right, everyone, this is it. Have an amazing weekend. My name is Anna.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
Bye.
Peace.